Yo. Alright. I don't know if anyone noticed, but this is the old camera. There's a reason for that. In a second, though. I hope this music isn't too loud. I think, turn it down a little bit. And hopefully this website doesn't give me any DMCA strikes. I think this is just video game music, so it should be good? I don't know. Unless Nintendo wants to say something about it. I did take down a bunch of, like, just music videos, so actually I have no idea if that's okay or not, but whatever. We'll go with it. Last video didn't get striked, or it did, not for video game music though. The Ludwig music, the Ludwig Christmas album actually gave me a strike, even though it's fully, like, I think they produced it, they, like, remade the music and then they re-sang it. But apparently I got a strike for that, so. Not a strike, a warning? I don't know what the fuck the difference is. I got my hat on because my hair looks like shit today and I don't feel like changing that. So I just put a hat on. I'm comfy. Comfy with my, I forget what this is called. Sweatshirt, I guess. Alright. So, we did phase 1. We brainstormed. We got our ideas together in a document, which I expanded a bit on that. I have a design doc and a progress doc now. Differences. Design doc has all the most up-to-date stuff with a version number, just to make sure I know where I'm at. All the important elements, all the elements that would go into actually making the game. While the progress doc is more of just, I like to keep it as a, like a dev diary kind of thing, I guess. It goes through, like, my thoughts, why I chose to do certain things, just like in case you look back on something like an element, and you go back to the very beginning of, like, why that thing was a decision. You know, it's good to have that written down, I think. And you don't want to have that in the design doc because it takes up too much space. So I have a separate document for that. I could clean this up a bit, but I won't right now. And then this is where we're at right now. Right. One thing I worked on off stream just for a bit was made these tables here for all the different card types. And I should write another thing down here. Separate scenario cards for targets and civilians. Now this is a new idea that I had because I could write it here. I'll do this in pinpoint or God, I can't find my words today. Point form, right? Just so I can expand on it later on because I still have the ideas in my head. But basically targets eliminating all targets, or eliminating targets one by one off the location will make the locations feel barren. Right? Meaning that as you continue playing the game, slowly, like, targets and people will disappear off of these locations, and you don't want that. You want it to be, like, visually stimulating. You want it to feel like you're going into a bar and there's actually people there. But of course not everyone there is gonna be a bad guy or someone with a bounty on their head. So I am thinking of including civilian cards um, transparent facts will fill out the world. Right. So as you hunt down these people, there's still going to be civilians and other people's in the bar. And the other thing is, since you're only going to have 4 wanted posters up at a time, that means some characters you won't even know if they're civilians or future bounties, which does make it a little interesting. And now it goes on to the scenarios, the scenario cards, right? Because the scenarios, like thinking about it, right? If one of the scenario cards has like kill, capture, evade, why would that happen with a regular citizen, right? So the main idea with these scenario cards is that no matter how much you prepare, like you get your money, you get your items, you go to the shop, you get guns, you up your stats. No matter how much you prepare, you can't be prepared for the encounter itself. Like you will never know what the person will do, and honestly, you won't even know how you might react to what they're doing. And that's where the random chance roll comes in with these scenarios, right? I should my hands down here. I should be doing stuff up here. I should move up a little bit. Right. So I like the idea of encounters being randomized. And I mean, it sucks if you kill your target and your wanted poster says only alive. Yo, what up, boss? Nice to see you, dude. I'm glad you're up this late. What time is it? It's not even that bad. I go to sleep at 4 anyway. It's fine. What's this all about, mate? Well, mate, this is what it's about. Maybe I should zoom in on this. We got the board right here. This is what, spoiler alert, we're going to be working on right now. Got my camera set up down here. I might, little tease before I start. Do that. Bang. Look at that. My hand. We're going to be making a paper prototype today. We're going to be doing some arts and crafts in a second. But basically the idea is this board right here. We got 4 planets and then 4 tokens for 4 players, right? In the middle there might be like a shop, you buy stuff. And you're basically a bounty hunter in space. There's going to be cards for wanted posters. And then you basically hunt down your targets and you encounter them, and then you gain infamy, gain money. And just a fun visual element I'm talking about here is that these planets, these rectangles will look like this, right? And they're gonna actually have like dudes sitting at the actual location, so you see where your targets are. It's like you heard like, oh, this dude's in a bar on this planet, like it just through the grapevine. But like I'm saying right now is that it feels weird if it's all bad people. Like it feels like there has to be a living world within this game. Like there has to be civilian cards that you encounter with the intention of not killing them or capturing them, just like maybe interrogating them, maybe bribing them for information. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Figure that out as we go. But I'm definitely liking that idea. And as I go through this throughout the day, I'm just like thinking how important that actually is to the game. Not purely going after people, but like doing other things. Because let's say there's 20 bounties out of 40. Alright, I might have to do the... We're going to go through this when we actually build it. Because there is like percentage things that might be a little fucky. So we have to figure that out. But yeah, maybe we should just start with the arts and crafts. Because I was thinking of doing it on Photoshop. But honestly, every other game I've made, there is a... See right there, that yellow case is my prototypes case. I have all my physical prototypes and like tests and stuff in there. And I have my like full games. Here's an example. Is my dad brought this little T bus, that little English bus. And I looked at it and I'm like, dude, because he was about to throw it out. I'm like, nah, bro, this is perfect for like a little tiny game case. You know, like imagine bringing this to your buddy's house and being like, nah, this is a game. Like we could play this right now. I really like that like little form factor. I haven't finished working on that game. I think the idea it went somewhere and then I stopped enjoying it. So I might redo that one, but I like that. Do we play D&D? I did once. If you want to look at that, I'll show you. I wrote a blog post about the one time I played D&D with my buddies. We played 4 or 5 times, but it was like one adventure, and then we fucked up at the end, and then the DM got a little angry, and we didn't continue. So, but I did add 2 blog posts, and here's the first one. And what I did was actually I brought, because I'm a big Lego fan and I love my minifigures, and I had the idea to bring my Lego to playing D&D. So I made each of us, like, I told them to make their characters. We each made our characters, and then I made a minifig representing our characters, which that's me right there, the like the half snake guy. I forget what the hell they're called. Wan T, I think. I think he's like a half dragon. I forget what the fuck a Nephilim. He was like a white angel kind of thing, without his wings, which was supposed to be a big element, but we didn't get that far. And then yeah, I just wrote a blog post about the adventure, and I recreated like the areas we went to. I'm actually really proud of this, and I was on a little bit of a Lego binge this week. I like reorganized my Lego bin and stuff, and I was thinking like maybe I should finish this, because I only did 2 of the 5 sessions. And this was 3 years ago, I think. So yeah, 2017. Jesus Christ. If you're interested in that, I might. Bing bang boom. Come on, Twitch. If you're interested in that, there's a link. And this is my website. Linked below also. Got all my projects and shit. This is another board game. One that I actually finished. Well, let's load. There is a physical version, because that was the university like project. Make a physical version with my buddies. And then also you can play it on Tabletop Simulator if you got it for free. You can download it for free. And there we go. So what I'm making right now, the Bounty Hunter game, is specifically thought to be made in Tabletop Simulator, which I already know, but it's also easier for me to get ideas down physically. So that's what we're doing today. So let's switch over to that. Can't remember much from when I played, just remember using my charisma proficiency to make the mayor pay for my tab all around the town. The town ended up being super racist and a Trump-like leader. Okay. We burned the town afterwards. I mean, look, you're chaotic good, I guess, right? Boss, you definitely feel like a chaotic good kind of guy. For sure, like as a person, that's what you feel like. Which dude, listen, I enjoy chaos. That's why I love my friends, right? Everyone in that Discord is a chaotic, good to evil. I'm not gonna specify who's what. Underwear, you're chaotic evil for sure. I hope you're watching this. I love you. I love you, bud. Alright, let's switch over to bang. Chaotic neutral? Yeah. But I feel like in your heart, see you only go with neutral because you don't want to be good all the time in a fantasy world. But I feel in real life, I feel like you're probably just a good dude. Alright. So this, I do have my line drawn, so I do know where the limits are, and then I got this little cardboard to work on. Perfect. My first 1 1-1 campaign. I was locked in a cell, escaped using my piss and clothes. See, that's why I need to play more D&D. I feel like our DM, it was his first time. I think it was all of our... I think all of us, it was our first time, so we were just fucking around. But I'd love to play with like people that actually know what they're doing. But then again, I feel like I want to RP, and then I don't. My RP is myself. You know? Like sometimes, I don't know. I don't like consistent RP, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. What should we do first? Should I bring up... No. Alright. So first off, I have all my stuff organized here. That's like my regular prototyping stuff. I have tokens. I have my dice in here with this tool for some reason. Alright, I should put these closer to the camera. Here I have a thing of little knickknacks, which I enjoy using. I don't know if I'll use these, but... And then this is also tokens, but what I'm looking for here are these cubes, because I like these colored cubes just as player tokens. All of this can go back. We could use these 4 dice. They're a little scuffy, but a little brown and old. That's fine. Yeah, exactly. Just being neutral overall. Honestly, that's kind of how I feel about IRL. If you're a little more neutral, it's kind of more fun. A little more relaxed, just being a neutral fellow and not going too hard on anything. I don't think I need anything in here, but I want to look. This was like from a science fair, I think. I just have like little it's like fucking Mario pieces. I mean, that's an actual thimble, I think. I don't know what the hell these are for. These are from like packaging. I don't even know. But yeah, just random. We're not using any of that today. That's there's some dead. I don't think we need any more dice. I think these dice are fine. I don't think we need these either. Unless... This might be money. This might be good for money. I'll bet. By the way, is my voice synced up with my camera? Because this camera is old and scuffed, and I'm using my good camera for this. Just because, like, the wideness of it also is... I don't even know if it's in focus. I guess it goes automatically. Alright. Looking at... Let's look at the... Let's have this up at all times. Slowly 3 times. Like 3 times slower? You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do bang. So what do we need here? We have our 4 player tokens, we have our 4 6-sided dice, character cards, planet locations, and then just random cards and their money. Okay. What should we do first? Character cards I feel like we don't even have to do right now. And then this, see the space, I guess I don't have that much space to show it, so I shouldn't make this too big. We got some Halo music in the back. Ooh. And then hold it this way. Where are my scissors? Can there be a druggie? There's definitely going to be some drug characters. So the thing is, I'm working with Copper on this official announcement. New project by Dom and Copper. Last one was Gegamon, technically. Space to take up. I have some. He's got a bounty, he might be stronger to take down. Every person that has a bounty will always have a bounty. I don't think there's a point of taking down a civilian. I'll say that. But he could have more strength, just in general. Sure. And then, see, this was one thing I was thinking, like, character-specific scenarios. Now, I'm not against abilities, character-specific abilities, but character-specific scenarios doesn't work with the way I'm thinking of doing this. Just saying. But I like the idea, though. And, boss, we'll definitely, I'll definitely maybe ask you in the future if you want to, like, approve a character design or, like, add something to a character, because honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm even streaming this, is because I feel like this is a good game, not only to finally show my process of game design, because it is a new project, right? But also, like, there's a lot of opportunities for chat to suggest things. Maybe not right now, but, like, once we do get to that point. So, yeah, for sure. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, so we got 3 card decks. And cards are good to use because you don't have to have... I'll use these. You don't have to have, like, exact information. You kind of just need to lay stuff out for yourself. Yeah, pop up for sure, man. Again, like, I don't know when that's gonna be, but hopefully. These might be. I mean, scenario cards don't really matter right now because I don't have anything written out. I'll think about this. I'll use these. Also, last stream completely just didn't eat. Like, I had my fucking supper by my side the entire time. I just didn't eat it. So, here. Should we just do This is why I took the cards out. Come on, dumb. I want to see the height. Okay, that's the height. There. There. Because what I want to do is just auto do the planet like vibe. And why cut out a circle in a separate thing when you could just do it with the a little more scuffed than I wanted it to be, but it seems pretty scuffed. Those are locations. See how that looks. So that's gonna be like here. You can avoid. You know what's funny? These mechanical pencils I bought like third year of university and then used one of them all year. Or used two of them, I guess. I used one a year. And then just the rest I just had in my thing since graduating because I don't fucking use a pencil when I'm just sitting at my desk, so. Something like this? I just feel like the, a little weird with the spacing right now. Something like that. Maybe. Ah, see, it's facing you guys, so that's a little weird. Okay. For now, that's that. And we'll do like... See, this one's weird because this one's the closest to the key. I feel like that should be the visual for you guys. There. Might even just tape that so it doesn't away. Okay. So yeah, we would have like 3 targets. I'm thinking 4, but 3 fit right now. Everything's moving. So much shit on my desk. One you can go here. This can go here. Now this. This is going to be the roads. Or the pathways. And I need 1, 2, 3, 8. Because in the picture, I mean, there's 4 connecting to the middle one. And it's not 2, It's gonna be 4. That's a little wide. The 8. Alright, let's see. Honestly, I don't even know if I need the cardboard because I thought I would be like cutting with like a knife. Yo, boss, thanks for the cheer, my guy. You like my little alien walking? I haven't seen cheer emotes in a long time. Oh no, it's the same one. Damn, why? It should be randomized. You're spamming chat, dude. Spam away. Fuck. Thanks, man. Leftover bits. Wait, what? Can you get bits with channel points now? Yeah, how that works. Right, so I was gonna say, like, I don't need this cardboard because I thought I'd be cutting with this. Oh. Don't worry, Twitch. It's not a weapon. This is in England or in Canada. This is a tool used for cutting paper and food. So yeah, I'm not gonna be cutting anything on my desk, which is what I thought I'd be doing. So I could take this away, honestly, because this cardboard is kind of in the way. Okay, I feel like I should tape all these down just for my own sanity. Okay, so now we got these. And these will be the pathways. I should not have taped that there. I'm so stupid. Oh, I hope this doesn't ruin it. Okay. Okay. So these are the paths. There's going to be a path from each one of these to each. This is just the scale of this is a little smaller than I envisioned, but it's just for stream. Could cut these in. I feel like these are way too big. How big is this? Yeah, I should cut these in half. Getting scuffed. Oh, it's got scuffed. It's fine. Alright. Bang, and then I need something in the middle. What should I put in the middle? I like this. I like it being square. I like color. It fits. So another thing I'm thinking with this is it doesn't have to be 4 locations. Like, it could be modular in the sense where, like, what I'm doing right now, where I'm putting the paths however I want. And maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to put it in a formation that's different from this. And I feel like that'd be cool. Just the option to do that. So you could have 2 planets, you could have 4, you could have 2 players, you could have maybe even 6. I don't know. We'll see, but I like when things are not set in stone. Like, you could really work with it however you want. So obviously these will be equal distance from each other. This is just for... Honestly, the perspective kind of makes it look like it's equal distance, but it's not. It's definitely not. There we go. Nice. And I'm thinking you actually... I had a thought where players... I should write this down. Players all start at the center. For equal opportunity to catch. Because I was thinking of having, just like the diagram shows, having it like this, right? But then I thought on the first turn, because we really have to think about how this game starts, right? On the first turn, you put the targets on their places. So technically this would be the... Let's do this. Just a line of separation here. Could have thought of this beforehand. Didn't. And again, paper prototypes do not have to look good. They are meant to be rough. They are meant to just get the point across. Meant for you to visualize it in your own head. This would be where the ships land. Also had a little idea. Wait, let's go into paint. I had a little idea of doing it like this. No. So we got the location, right? And then we got planet. Right, that's what the lump is that we see here. And it's like a little visual idea. Do we have a dotted line here? I think we... Like, this is as if there's like a zoom in. So there's like, this is like a forest, a log, and there's like a stump. This is tree. This is mountain. Right? And so this is a location. But this is the planet. Now, why do we have the planet? The planet, I think, is meant to connect the paths, for one. I think it's a good, like, place because you are on a spaceship, so you're gonna have a little spaceship, token. That's what these cubes are. Right. So I think because this is like a zoom in kind of thing, I'm thinking it's like one of these. Like this. Like boop, 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 boop. It's like a visual thing. And then you would place your spaceship like on this. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? It's a little visual, like it's as if you've come into the planet and you know like the bar's here and you're like landing on this, and it's like a zoom in of you like going into the bar or going into the forest or wherever these criminals are hanging out. Yeah, it's like a planet biome. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So each planet would have a different biome. If we look at the progress document, so we have a bar here and a forest, which I'm just thinking of like having a little boo 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 boo, like it's zooming in as if. And then here you see we have the same target, bango, and this might be next stream when I'm hopefully talking with Copper during it. But I'm thinking of like every single pose these people are in will fit into every single landscape somehow. So multiple places for people to sit down, multiple places for people like lean against or just chill or like look natural within the thing. I don't know if we're going to have someone like behind the bar, because then that's like you're kind of cutting something off. I don't know if I can really do that well. But definitely someone like sitting here this way. Anywhere where there's like nothing blocking them, I think is good. We might even cut this bar short and then just have a dude maybe stand as if he's standing behind the bar. That could be interesting. Well, different planets and environments have different situations specific to the planet. I was thinking about that. Because honestly, there is, other than visual, right now there's no actual point of these landscapes. And I was wondering about that. And there could be like an ability written right here where it says forest, like just a little dialogue thing, like planet. It could be like Agabuga. And then if this happens, then this happens, right? That could easily be implemented. I just don't know right now what that would mean. Maybe like a harsh environment, your attack power is down by 2. You know? I don't know. There's little things where I feel like it might get too complicated. If a game, which is a little ironic because one of the things I'm working on, it feels like there's so many things to keep track of. So it's I feel like a hypocrite right now, but I want to say like you shouldn't have the player keep track of too many things. You don't want them to get lost, right? So different plans could have a different scale. I don't want to put too much work into Copper's hands right now, but because the idea is that these are modular, there's no issue. There's no issue with like us taking this location out, let's say this is a forest planet, right, and putting in like a desert planet. Because it's on Tabletop Simulator, you can have all the parts like in a bag. You don't have to have them scattered on the table, so you could pick out whatever locations you want, and that could be a fun thing. Just for like when you play the game with your friends, like, you know, this time we'll use these planets, or let's randomize what planets we get, like, for sure. And I think that's definitely something I've thought of where I should write that down. Adding abilities or like effects to landscapes. Adding effects to landscapes is for sure something to think of. Adding specific effects to different locations. See, for right now, I'm not... There's a couple things... not this one. If we look at this... Like, I feel like bounty price, infamy value, for sure. That's a for sure thing. And I'm thinking attack, defense, and speech. Maybe they won't be called that. Maybe it'll be power. Maybe it'll be protection. Oh, Pokemon music. But yeah. I feel like those, you need more than 2 elements. I feel like 2 elements is bare minimum. But if you have 4 characters with different stats, I feel like you need at least 3. Right, you need the guy that's good at attack, the guy good at defense, guy good at speech, and then the neutral guy that's good at everything. That's usually the way you do, like Borderlands does it that way, like, you know, usually when you have 4 separate characters. And for sure the actual look of the planets is a good visual. And visual different feature. So that's a word, right? That's a word, right? Whatever. It is in my mind. But yeah, so I don't know exactly how many, like, let's say a location affects your power, defense, or speech. I don't know how it would affect your speech. Maybe it's like a natural gas thing. It's like hard to talk. Who knows? I don't fucking know. You could think of something. But then I don't know if I want it. I don't know if locations would change your price or change your infamy. Like, I don't think it would do that. So it could. I should write these down. Maybe I should have a thing for locate. Name, size, or type, size, and then text. I think is good. For effect. Always do more than one. Tango. That's 5. I wanted 4. Name. Size. Type. Size. So one effect I thought of right now is like it's more difficult to launch. More difficult to leave planet. Right? Like dense atmosphere. You need to roll a higher number just to get the fuck off the planet. That's one. Or like decreases power. atmosphere difficult speak in lower speech. Like something like that. Reminds me of a Futurama episode where they went to a planet where the gravity was so heavy that they had to deliver lead blankets. And they had to deliver lead blankets. Dude, I miss Futurama so much. I need to rewatch that because that was one of the things that was just always on TV. I always watched it. But I don't remember so many episodes. I love Bender, that's it. That was my boy. Yep, okay. Let's, a little brainstorming. Thank you, boss. I appreciate it. Honestly, good ideas. Yes, we're not starting. Basically, what I was saying earlier is if we lay out the targets and then you get your wanted board and then you reveal that these targets are already here, then let's say red is the only planet that actually has a target, right? Then that's an easy like initial bounty for them. Right? Like we don't want that to happen right away. We want everyone to have a fair chance. We're doing it in the middle. So if everybody wants to go to this planet and try to get this person, that's cool. That's cool with me. Or if like these two want to try here and then these guys just want to get some money off of like civilians or something, like that's fine too. Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, once we get to actually like thinking up items and scenario ideas, like I really want to dive deep into research. I love researching stuff like that. Sadly, I'm not the one doing character design, but if I was, I mean, I'll put my most into that, but I'll also like, you know, that's also fun. It's very fun to do that, in my opinion. So I'm thinking 4. Right now we're fitting 3. I'm thinking 4. I feel like 4 is a nice number to make something look populated. Like you approach a thing and there's 4 dudes there. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah, like shit's spooky. You're sketched out. If there's 1 guy or 2 guys, it's like I can do this. If there's 4 guys, it's like, oh shit. But I don't know if that's gonna have an effect on anything. It's just like a visual, like I'm scoping out the room and there's 4 guys and it's like, oh, it's you. You know? And then we're, yeah, 4, are now 4 main characters that you play as. And then this is gonna be... So this is good for probability. Let's pretend the face cards are targets, the rest is civilians. There's a target. There's 2 targets on this one. Oh, I should. And actually, this is nice. Maybe I should have done this before. You take all the face cards. Ah, see, I don't like that. Maybe I should have got the full deck. I'll get the full deck because I think this is a good look at like probability. Let's enjoy the music and take a second to Let's organize these cards first. Do this. Yeah, I mean, boss, you liking the idea so far? I think the concept is easy to grasp. I don't think I explained everything, but... I've organized these. Perfect. We'll do 3, so that'll mean 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Or 12, rather. Liking the concept of it all so far. Can't wait to see it further develop. Hell yeah, man. Honestly, like I'd probably work on this if I was doing this alone. But one, knowing Copper's doing it definitely is gonna push me to is definitely gonna push me to not only complete it, but actually like work harder at it. But also just seeing his art, Copper's art, is gonna make this just so much better. Dude, if you go on Copper's Twitter, his fucking... Like, I know he draws furry shit a lot of the time. Like, it's not just furry shit. Like, but just the creature design overall, like, it doesn't matter if it's furry shit or not, is just so good. And if you want some buff, tough boys, dude, it's gonna be so good. And we could have, like, yeah, man. Another idea, I should write this down. Another idea for wanted posters. Like, because I'm a huge One Piece fan, you know. And I love when wanted posters are a bit like it's not just dudes, like, in a prison cell. Or, like, in a prison, like getting their photo taken with their nameplate or whatever, like, fucking, like this. Just have their name on it. Like, we could do a couple of those where it's like, oh, he's been to prison and he, like, broke out or whatever. But having, like, shady shots of some dude, like, you barely see, like, you see the silhouette and maybe you see, like, a glow, like a red glow in his eyes, but that's it. But we have his name or something. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have his name. But you know through the silhouette that it's, like, it's definitely him. Right? And then that would be a fun little thing where it's like you see these wanted posters, it's like one guy's holding up his name, one guy's like posing, like looking behind him, one guy's whatever, because you're just capturing them like in the wild, right? But then there's one dude that's just like a silhouette. So I want to write down dynamic wanted poster pictures. Inmate image over the shoulder silhouette. Right, I feel like that'll add like a lot of life to this. His art's always awesome, dude. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just adds so much to the world. Like it's the little things, man. It really is. Alright, so we got these 2 decks. So we'll have these as the targets, like actually in the place. I like this because look, they're facing both ways, so it's looking at me and it's looking at you guys. Perfect. And then these will be like the wanted posters. So these, the wanted posters, will only have criminals, while this will have criminals and civilians. So I need to balance out like how many... Oh yeah, battle music, dude. Just like the likelihood of you running into someone that you actually have a bounty for. So how do I show this? Oh dude, AI drawing people is so weird. That's such a weird concept. There is good ones though. I've seen, fuck, I forget what it's called, but there was one recently that was really well done. There's also one that like I saw yesterday that combines, like you tell it like, I think it has predetermined stuff already in it, like loaded in. But you could say like you pick a thing, something attached to the thing, and then what the thing is doing. So for example, like a bat wearing a raincoat, walking a dog, right? And then it shows you like 20 images of that, but they all look a little different. Like as if like you told like a class of students to draw it, so each person would have a different picture. But then you could change it to like, just change the raincoat to like a top hat, and it would be completely different images. It would have a bat wearing a top hat walking a dog. It was really weird. Odds put a bounty, even a... Scene 3. Roll for odds or evens. Odds puts a bounty, evens a different card. Alright, well, I'll first of all, I'll explain what the fuck I'm even thinking, because I feel like I haven't done that yet. I just want to think of the odds first. We got 12. Should half the cards be bounties? Okay. Again, I'm getting too ahead of myself. So we set all this up. I should go to... Battle music is hyping me up, dude. I'm trying to... fast. Okay, so I wrote down how to play. This isn't complete, but it is a general, Oops. Draw 4 wanted cards from your wanted deck. Pick your target from your wanted deck. Get info on where your target is. First of all, we have our target deck. We have our wanted posters. We have our scenario deck and our item deck. So 4 different decks. Target deck. Let's do half. So if it's 12, 1, 2. Oh, 10, 11. There's an ace, there should be an ace. There's the last. Eh? Hello? What the fuck? They count that wrong? 3 times 4 is 12, isn't it? I miss it. What? Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 11. Civilian. So remember, face cards. Face cards are targets, bad people. Number cards are civilians, 12 of each. Together and I am interested in your idea, boss. I just don't know. Just because I don't think you fully know what I'm thinking here. Show you. Alright, so we set up the board. And I think before anything else, you actually just shuffle and you put stuff down, like face down. Or you know what? Well, fuck it, we'll just do face up because I don't feel like revealing. We'll just do face up. Target there, another target, billions, target. So this is 50-50 chance. assuming I shuffled it well. Alright, so we got a lot of targets. One of the things that is on the board of what to think about is actually how to rotate them out. It might be a full reset. Might be only per... Might be a full reset. I think it might be full reset. And that might be after a turn. So after full turn, reset all targets in locations. Question mark, because I'm not sure. That's that. And then we shuffle just the wanted posters. Sadly, I can't like focus the camera, it's just autofocus. Okay. And basically this would be the wanted board. I don't have a good, I'll just hold it in my hand. Okay. Okay. So for the first turn, these are the bounties available. Actually, not on the first turn. These are the initial bounties available. And I'm thinking every time you catch one of them, a new card is added. You're slowly going through like the bounties. I think it'll be quick enough. I'm not worrying about how fast it's gonna get someone to get to a bounty currently. That might be an issue. We'll check that out. I also don't want to completely like every turn like wipe the bounty posters and start new ones, because I feel like that your goal, if you have to reset your goal every time your turn is up, it feels weird, right? I feel like you should have a goal, but then the target's like moving around and you have to like figure out a way to like, okay, I need to get to this planet, I need to get to this, I need to go back to the shop, get this, maybe talk to this guy, oh shit, he appeared here. You know, it's like that kind of thing, but you're still hunting down the same person, you're not going down like after different people. There was an initial idea where each player chooses a different bounty, but I actually like the idea of multiple people going after the same bounty. It reminds me of like John Wick or even The Mandalorian, where like you're sent after this one guy, like all of you. But instead here, like you choose who you're going after. So this is the board. Where do I place the board so that's visible? Put it right. So let's see. Queen of Diamonds, is she anywhere on the board? Right there. I'm just gonna do that. Queen of Spades, no Queen of Spades. King of Diamonds, no King of Diamonds. And Jack of, or not Spades, Clovers. And Jack of Spades is right here. Ah. I might need more markers. There should be a valuable elusive target. You know what? Okay. This is what's gonna happen. We have 4 markers right here. So we got 1 and 2. Those are 2 visual viable targets. Here's the thing. the scenarios will cause there to be elusive targets. What if I'm playing with Chan and Avani and Boss, right? And then Chan captures a bounty, goes here, does a scenario, he captures it, you have to come back and you have to dump your captured dude into the, it's called the system center, lol, because it'll be like an area, I don't know, because it's a solar system and this is a system center, but it's also center because it's like a building. Haha, funny. Anyway, so Chan gets money, and then you're like, oh fuck, I want to go after my guy, and then Boss goes after a dude and he does it, but then that dude, like, in the scenario, he just slips by your fingers. You don't kill him, you don't catch him, he eludes you, he evades you, and then he, like, once the turn's over, all these get reset, and then it turns out that the Queen of Diamonds ends up on this planet, right? And now you have to go all the way here, or like here, maybe you want to stock up on some money or get an item, and then you go after them, right? Or maybe you just wait it out here, or maybe you get an item, and you wait it out here, and then the next turn it resets again, and now the queen is here. So you're like, okay, she's close. So you go after her, and then she evades you again. What if that happens? And that's just the luck of the draw. That's the luck of the scenario. We don't know what's going to happen because it's unpredictable, right? And then that makes it a character in your playthrough. It might not happen all the time, like every single time the same thing, but that John Wick appears in front of you, and now everyone's laughing because you couldn't get him. Now everyone's trying to get after that person. What if they keep evading? Like, it's just like a thing that happens, or maybe like they bribe you. So we don't know what the scenarios are gonna be, right? But they'll show up within your gameplay. And I think that's where the interesting part is that these bounties don't have their own personalities. The personality comes through the gameplay. It comes through the gameplay. And I think that's a big element that'll be interesting. We could have a dude that looks like a big buff scarred up guy, but then every dialogue that's within the scenario is him being a huge pussy. We don't know. We don't know. It's kind of like the D&D factor of it. And I think that's going to be a fun thing. Anyway. Now I want to understand what you were saying. Roll for odds or evens. Odds put a bounty, evens a different card. First I would ask, a different card where? Like in terms of here? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So you're saying here, you would roll, get an odd. So an odd would put a bounty. Then you roll, it's an even, you put a civilian. You roll, it's even, you put a civilian. I see what you're saying. One, I would say, I think the same thing is accomplished, the randomization of the targets, but it would take more time. I feel like just shuffling and putting them down accomplishes the same goal. Not to, it's a bad idea, I think it just does it faster. Intel collecting is an interesting one, because none of these, I don't want these to be hidden, because I want the visual to be that they're in this location. Or, ooh. Ah, ooh, ah. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, this song. Dude, I love the music from Portal, dude. Intel collecting. Okay. Here's an idea, boss. What if 3 out of the 4 are visible, but 1 isn't? Each location has a hidden person, and intel collecting from other encounters will reveal, like, do you know where this guy is? Or do you know who else is at the bar on this planet? And then it reveals. I don't want it. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Intel collecting means revealing the 1 out of 4 hidden people at a location. So that means each location has 3 visible, 1 flipped targets. People. Because that does give you an incentive to uncover that. It could be reset each time. I mean, it could be reset each time, but then that's the interesting part. Maybe one of your bounties is the thing that's flipped over. And you don't know. Maybe the guy you're chasing is the one hidden there, and the only way to find out is to encounter somebody and get that intel. Maybe you're here because you can't talk to this guy. If you get there. I think you uncover once you get there. I think once you land on a planet, you flip this over. And I think that also adds to the fun of like, oh shit, like my dude's here. And like you didn't even know, you just like chose to do that. Or maybe you choose to land on this one, flip this, it's not your guy. So you land here, you flip this, it's not your guy. But maybe it's a different guy, so you catch him. Or maybe it's not your guy, so then you ask someone for intel, and then you reveal, oh shit, there he is. But the next turn, see, okay. But then there's no, See, this is what defeats the incentive, though, is if everything is redone, reset each turn. So that was your turn, was revealing that. And now he's gone next turn. Intel might be permanent. Oh no. I was thinking permanently. It could be permanent. You could flip it in your deck while shuffling. There could be a thing where it's like a... Oh, there could be an item that's a tracker. Which I already thought of a tracker. Tracker permanently makes a... Permanently makes a target visible. So that's flip card in deck while shuffling. Oh, that'd be fun. Would you have to assign certain bits of intel to the target and planets as they move? Would you have to assign? Would you have to assign certain bits of intel to the target and planets as they move? I don't know what you mean by assign. Assign means like to connect, to give. Would you have to give certain bits of intel to the targets and planets as they move? I don't think you're giving anything. I think in a scenario, the scenario determines if you're getting intel. You can't assume some people know something and some don't until you ask. So I think the scenario completes it. And this is the thing where I'm thinking there should be scenarios for targets and scenarios for civilians. Because civilians, you get to choose what you do with a civilian. That's like when your own character personality comes through. You could be a chaotic neutral. You could maybe choose to steal from someone or choose to interrogate them if your speech is high enough. Or something like that. But then the target encounters, those are randomized. Yeah. I like that. So, civilian encounters give player choice of scenario, steal interrogate, bribe, something like that. See, all these ideas, we're gonna have to balance this out. This is every game needs balancing. This is the part where you need to balance it, is how much of what's the cost value of you bribing, what's the give and take of that situation. And target counters are randomized as so the scenarios introduce some kind of RP. I think so. I think that's good, because like I don't want to roll my dice. Like, let's say I do want intel, right? And I roll my dice and I steal instead of gaining intel, and I'm like, why the fuck would I do that? That's not something I would do. The difference is when you do an encounter, it's like, instead of, oh, I wanted to capture him, not kill him, well, tough luck, bud. That's what your fucking character did in that moment. You don't have control over that. You don't have control over yourself when the enemy starts shooting at you and you don't know what to do. Like, in the moment, it's as if, that's funny. That's a funny thing there. It's as if your character's true nature comes out. Like, you're playing as a character, but then it's like the character AI takes over. And it's like, no, dude, like, I don't want to capture him in this moment. Like, I need to protect myself. It's as if it's a real, actual character at that moment, or like a person at that point, you know? It's like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not letting you control me in this moment. Like, I'm doing what I think is right. But it's all the luck of the draw. It's all the luck of life. That's fun. Someone could give a tip off the target about being followed, or you could beat them for the info. Ah. That could be implemented. Again, that has to do with how I want to rotate this. Okay, so I've come to this point. I like how we're getting this points, and then I get to ramble a bit, and then we keep going. Okay. First question I have. So we're here. We need to figure out how much this is split up. It's not equal right now, but we need to figure it out. It will be equal in the final. I'm thinking each player just has a 6-sided dice. 6-sided dice is used for both scenario. I'll write this down. Each player's 6-sided dice is used for both target scenario outcomes as well as movement across the board. I had another idea, but I wonder, the board is a little fucking small currently. But I did have this idea that at the back of these, I like that these are stars, very spacey. There would be a spaceship on this, because it's like as if each character has their own spaceship. That's how travel is, right? Each of these tokens will be spaceships, but then each of these cards, I think, is like a cool thing where it's like as if a spaceship is on the planet, and then, you know. Ooh, I can make this transparent too. And just have a spaceship. That's a good idea. Backs of targets also transparent. Oh no, because that's gonna look weird if it's on here. And then you can also, you'd be able to identify. See, I don't want you identifying. Like, let's say someone's played this game enough and each character has an individual spaceship. I don't want them to identify someone through their ship. Unless we do like a job based, so it's not every single character has a unique ship, but there's like 4 unique ships. Like in No Man's Sky. We could do that. And then you can't exactly pinpoint. That would only be issue really with the hidden person and as well as shuffling. But I was thinking basically that along this path, what if along this path there's actually a ship flying as well, which would be a single. So if you land on this, right? You land on this instead of getting all the way to the planet, because I think that there should be some like some kind of obstacle that you can't just go straight from the space station to the planet you know, like there should be a process of getting to something. Which also, see, this is the issue with how often I want things to be reset. What if things are reset each time someone ooh, I like that. It's reset every time someone gets a bounty. Shit scatters. People scatter. And not only on that planet, but everywhere. You get hints, oh shit, this guy got caught. Like, maybe it'll be after me. And let's say I caught him. And Avani was about to catch somebody. But I ruined it for him. Or it could be at the end of the turn. Huh. I need to think this through. But basically, like here, this would be a thing you land on. And it could also be a person. Be a civilian or a target, and you wouldn't know. That's an idea. For each player that would reveal the game, but for unique types. Different. That can differentiate. Okay. Dude, I'm keeping up. Oh, I think now it's 3. Now it's 3 for you. Oh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Hidden, flipped cards, base path, uncovered when landed on. It's as if you're encountering someone in space. Like, let's say you're going really slow, you rolled a 1. Fuck, and then you roll a 2 and you're like, ah, god damn it, and then you actually land on someone and you have an encounter. Like, it's more interesting than just doing nothing, right? So maybe you have a goal halfway through. So maybe this should be split into 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that, because if you roll 6, you get to the planet really fast. I actually like that a lot. Each path. That makes sense? Should it be... Because I'm just thinking... was it Pythagoras theorem? Where the diagonal is was it longer? Fuck. The diagonal is longer than any of the sides. So if each one is going out and it's 5, then the triangle, this will be longer. So the diagonal will be longer, so it might be like 7 spaces. I'll look into that. Yeah. Like midway encounter for slow players. Slow rolling players still have. Is there currency and can players acquire item cards through scenarios or shops? Yes, boss. Yes, that is one of the things that I haven't talked about yet, even though I do have, I was going to use this as the currency. Because I think currency and adding an economy is like a completely, like, that might be its own stream altogether, honestly. Like, it's not. That is something you need to balance out for sure. You really need to think about, because it's like also piece count. If I were to make this physically, like how many of these would I need in total? I would think, let me write this down. I'm gonna do this. So these are the notes I've been taking throughout the stream. Total money piece count equals to all bounties, which bounties I think will be static to the character, to the targets. I think that's like a personality point to the targets. I don't think that's easy to randomize, and I don't think that needs to be randomized. I think it's better to have goals of like, oh, this dude's a lower price, but I'll still go after him. Or this dude's like a high price guy, so I really want to go after him. It gives you goals. It gives goals to the player. All bounties plus... because we're thinking end game. If you complete the full game, each person has, let's say, all the bounties collected fully. Let's say it's a full clean game. They didn't fuck up any bounties. Let's say they spent no money in the items. They just cleaned house. I guess you could get money for bribes. So I could plus all bribes, which I don't think will be too many. You'll just count up the scenario cards. And then initial. Which I do think each player should have initial one. I could see, is there current? I could see the traders being on the path as an encounter. Possibly more valuable items on the plane. I was thinking the system center is the shop and the place you need to return bounties to. I'm not against certain scenarios giving you certain cards. But then I need to think about how many duplicates of cards you would need. I guess only one. Because I don't know. I actually don't know if scenarios will be reused. They might be. See, I mean, in Tabletop Simulator, that's easy. You just clone the card. In real life, that's a little more tough to think about. Yeah, I'll definitely think about that. I do think there should be not one of each card, but like some items that only one person can get. Like there's only, let's say, one super beam rifle or some shit. I don't know, like some ultra weapon that costs a ton of money. Or scenario specific items that give an advantage to getting the target. Yeah. Oh. Maybe let's say there's only one tracker in here that you can get, but you can get trackers from like other things. So there would be 4 tracker cards in the game at all times, but like not available. It's very possible. I'll write that down. Some items only available through where are they? Black market dealers. And then this is a scenario. Like, you don't know who a black market dealer is. Like, stop stereotyping characters. You don't know. Oh man. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm glad I streamed this. The last stream I feel like was a little more boring because there was a lot of typing, but I like this. I like working with this in front of me. It feels so good. Okay. So let's do we know there's 2 targets. We're not going to do paths right now. What I wanted to do this, I want to split it up into. Why is this here? Oh, because I was doing hidden card. I do not want. Put these away. I do not want hidden cards for now, but I like the idea. I like the idea. So yes, we have the Jack of Spades, who's right here. And we have the Queen of Diamonds, who's right here. The other 2 are not currently available. And we all started here. This is the money. So yeah, if we're counting up all the money, how much do you think is a lot of money to have? I'm thinking, what is the lowest an item would cost, which would be 1. Right? Because then that denominates the lowest common denominator. Right? What is the lowest common denominator? Would it be 1,000? Would a tracker be 1,000? Would a pistol be 1,000? And I don't think I want to do like multiple colors. Like a silver, let's say this, like a silver and a gold. A gold being 1, a silver being half. Or a gold being 100, a silver being 50. Like, that feels like just extra pieces that aren't necessary. Like, I don't want it to go up by 5s, I'd rather it go up by 10s or 1000s. Right? Like, if a dude... Like, I think it's okay if a dude's bounty is like 2,000. I think that's a big enough number for your brain to be like, oh, that's worth something? Because it's not like, oh, his value is 2. Nah. That feels shit. I don't want to play this game if the dudes I'm going after, his value is 2. Nah, it's gotta be like 2k. 2k quid, you know? But then, like, I feel like 20k? 20 of these? That's a lot. That feels like a lot. Like, I can whip out my fucking... Like, I would love if I made this physically, if the coins were like metal. We got my look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay, listen to that. Like that feels good. Even though it's not real, that feels good. Look at my cap collection, dude. And honestly, I would love if like each kind of money was like a little different, but I don't think that's feasible for a game like this. It's a fun idea, but I don't think it's feasible for production of a game. This would be consistent, but still. Maybe there should be a base reward and a multiplier if it's done under a certain condition. Yes. I think there should be multipliers on certain things. But I think that a bounty on a wanted poster should always be the max that bounty is. So certain bounties will say only alive. We only want this dude alive. And I'm fine with you bringing him dead and getting like a quarter of the price. I'm cool with that. But I think you bringing him in alive the way they want you to gives you the max amount of money you will get, which makes it easier to count up how much money you need to have within the game's pool, right? Like how much the casino has. It makes it easier on the game designer, honestly. But I'm fine with bribe multipliers. I'm fine with interrogation multipliers. But I think bounties should be set. I don't think they would multiply your bounty. You brought someone in, I don't think they would increase it. Like, no, that was... It's like a contract. It's like it was written down as that much. We're like, well, we're not going to give you more than that. Yeah, we'll talk about the money thing later, because that's a completely different... That's a difficult topic to... I might even think about that off stream and just, like, bring my notes. Yeah, because that's going to keep me up. Bounty versus highest price can go, but it can go lower. Other things like bribes would have multipliers. Okay. I'm supposed to split this up into 5. I'm really fucking... So one of the things here that we see... let's go to this one. I think if these are straight lines, then whatever line touches the round part, because I think all these should connect to the planet part and not the location part. I think that should be like, anything past that line is not counted. So it actually allows you to like make longer paths, possibly. I think that's a good idea. So just between here. How much is that? Let's... Let's say it's 1, 2, 4. No. I'll just do per. Hmm. One, two. Maybe as more bounties are collected, it raises the difficulty and increases the susceptibility of bringing a dead or alive only target. It's not a bad idea. I don't know how I would do that with this. The only way you would do that is if you have like endgame scenario cards, which is possible, but now I feel like it's too many scenario decks. Personally, I find like it's easier, you can keep track of like a blue scenario deck and a red scenario deck. But if you're putting in a third one, it's already like, when are we going to use this? Why is this, you know? I think the scenarios will speak for themselves. I really do. I really think that. And there is, I was thinking, there is evading and there's escaping, because you said the word escape right now. There's evading means they will they are in play still. They will show up on a different planet or in a different location. Escaping, I think they're completely out of play. They've left the solar system. They got a hyperdrive in their ship and they're like, oh fuck this, people are after me, and they escape. It's gonna be a very rare scenario, but I think it might happen. I don't mind that happening, because all that really does is you lose the option of money and the option of infamy. In infamy, there isn't a cap. There's not like my other games where it's like you need to get to this number. It'll just be who has the most. I think that's a good idea. I'm really like out of breath. Holy shit. I don't think I've talked this much in a... I mean, I haven't in a very long time. I have to collect all of these. This is where the cardboard would come in handy. Oh shoot, I got stuck. Find these. One swift ocean. Easy peasy lemons. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost. No. I mean, it's gonna be scuffed anyway. It's gonna be scuffed no matter what. Oh. I'm a guitar player, so I know how to do. Fuck, man. Slow and steady, baby. A good idea would be taping all these down. Four. Yeah, man, I mean, I barely do now, but I played for most of my life. What do you see right there? Look at those. You got three guitars lined up right there. In their cases, they're dusty ass, unused fucking. I played from, what was it? 7 to... I took lessons from 7 to 18? Or like 8 to 18? I think 8 to 18. And I remember I got my acoustic on my 8th, or on my 7th birthday? And then I took classes when I was 8. And then I think I got my first electric when I was 12. My red Fender. And then as a gift on my last day when I was 18, my teacher got me a guitar. And that was and like it was an unexpected gift. It was a very wholesome moment. We cried. As much as I was pretty done with playing guitar at that point, he was still like very much a mentor of some... A good dude. There's a stream of me playing Guitar Boss. The VODs in my VODs playlist. I did one stream where I played, and it got copyright to fucking hell. Got muted to fuck. So whatever's on YouTube is a muted disaster. Ah. Alright, let's see how this works out, because I'm not even really super sure this is... It'll be something, though. Five, and... This one's a little close. Yeah, I don't know, man. Guitar was one of those things where it's like, I liked it because when I played it, when I tried new stuff out, when I wanted to play stuff, it was fun. But then this, this push from my dad and stuff, and it's like, if someone's pushing you to do something and you don't want to do it in the moment, you're not gonna be happy. And it just came to a point where I just wasn't happy playing guitar anymore. And it's sad. Like, I didn't want that to happen. But it came to that. And honestly, I started playing last year again. A bit more, but then... it just phases, just like everything else. Also, I don't see it as a thing like you can utilize. I'm not gonna become a guitarist in a band. Like, that's not my destiny. I don't see it. It's still a fun hobby. Scuffed. We'll do 3 and... That's good. I really like this. I found this website where it's like just video game music and super nicey nice. Ooh. This makes sense to do, although that's my camera's camera being here isn't. Whatevs. Ooh, I need to take a little bit of a break. The sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle is a leap of faith. It's a leap I never really wanted to take. I don't have like a natural inclination to care or want to be in that lifestyle. It's also just not a passion that like I would want to put a ton of time into naturally. I don't know. As much as it is the fun for like to play for myself, I don't enjoy playing for crowds or people. I've done it before, but it's not even about the stage fright. It's just not fun to me. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with praise. Getting praised for something. I don't want to get praised for things I don't care about. So I don't upload YouTube videos is because I literally would give a shit if people watched or not. So I don't. That's why all these VODs are unlisted. Is because I could literally give a shit. Don't care. Fucking ciggy right now, dude. Give me a ciggy. I don't smoke. I don't condone smoking. Sometimes you just I need some. You know what? I'll open the window. Since we're on a intermission, I'll show off my. On this, I'm not gonna move my good camera, so I'm just gonna do it. This is my little tiny shitty acoustic. It is now this big. This is a, I don't know, the camera's not picking it up as well, but this is a very short fretboard. This used to be huge on me, and now it feels like a banjo. I'm gonna just, it literally fit it all into one frame. Yeah. But, you know. That camera angle doesn't help, but yeah. Honestly, I was thinking of buying an acoustic for like years now, but if I don't play, what's the point? You know? If I don't really play, what's the point? Maybe once I get a job, I'll save up some money for a new one. I miss playing in front of crowds. The feeling of a crowd cheering and screaming is like no other. Well, I definitely don't have that experience. I definitely... My experience was either a talent show in front of like a group of parents that were quiet as fuck, and I was playing like Iron Man. Very simple shit back in the initial years, and then playing at school twice. One was like at the entrance. I'll sit down. Ooh. One was like at the entrance of the theater, When people were walking in, we were just doing a little like this little thing. 2 guys on a guitar and 1 girl on a piano. So no one cared. We were just walking in and like looking over and being like, "Oh, cool." And then I did like, fuck, it was the. Oh my god, I went to Catholic school, right? So it was like the walk of Jesus. Jesus's walk with the cross. I forget what that's called. That's so bad. I forget what that's called. The Passion of the Christ. There we go. And I did like background music for that. But that was only like maybe 2 hours one day. It was a 1-day thing. So I had that once and then I got praise for it and I was like, cool. And I never had any other experience. It's awesome, man. You should link that in the Discord. But yeah, this is my first electric. My boy. It's a nice classic red Fender, dude. Loved it. I think I have pictures somewhere on this computer. Maybe not. Maybe it's on a USB. This is the classic. It has dust all over it. That's not a good thing. And now this is the one that was the present. Yes, it's another Fender. Maybe I would have chosen a different guitar if I had a second electric, but it wasn't my choice. But it is a nice cream, I guess a white and gold. Classic, what does it say? Classic vibe. Classic vibe. Yeah. I mean, it was a gift. It looks cool as shit. It's like getting a skin for your guitar. It's like getting getting a cool skin for something I've already had for a long time. Yeah. And then this is my my prized pick, which I think I took from my mentor, and then he just let me have it. My main pick, longest. I mean, since I basically started, the very old pick. That thing is, I never knew his last name. I just knew his name was Steve, and I don't have his phone number. I don't know where the fuck he is. I don't think he works there anymore. So it's Shed stuff. I don't know shit about his family either. We didn't really talk about that. And while the intermission is still going on, I'm gonna go take a piss. Piss break. Never mind, someone's in the washroom. Yay. Fuck. Oh, we only covered pop songs at the time. I DM'd you a gig video, it's so fucking cringe. Do you want me to watch it on stream? I could do that. I don't have to, though. It's up to you. Among Us delayed. No, I wanted to play Among Us. I wanted to leech. No. God damn it, Mario. Sure. Yeah, fuck it, let's watch it on stream. Turn the... Oh, hell yeah. Turn the mixer up.
As the night progresses, more people just come to the front just to use the space we got. Because, yeah, it will get quite packed here as the night goes
Yo,
on.
I see Jay! When was this? 2016, the final project. So was it a university band? Or was it just your personal band? Is the band called the final project? 'Cause that's kind of funny. For no specific reason as to why three are all Asian. That's fine, dude. I got nothing again. I love my Asians. I'm a weeb. I hung out with them a lot. It's cool. Is the drummer? Oh, the drummer's black. Dude. And we played at a university. Okay.
I thought that I've been hurt before.
So the name is the final project. I really thought it was just like a project for university. I know that's not a bad name. Let's listen to Jay. You sing or is it just her? Is this copyright? Am I gonna get a strike for this? You're playing... Are you playing bass? Yeah, you are. Do you play guitar and bass? Or just bass? And I didn't really get into rock after high school. That kind of sucks. I was a classic rock boy since I was like, I think since I started playing guitar. One of the first like actual songs other than like bullshit like taught in a course book, like fucking Jingle Bells or some shit, was Nirvana. I played a lot of Nirvana and Green Day. That was at 8, 9. The guitar strap. Listen, man, I've never worn a guitar strap. Just because I don't understand standing up and playing a guitar. I don't think I'm able to do that. So I mean, fucking hats off to you, man. Who cares? That's funny though. That's fucking funny.
I got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover. Move on, 'cause you watch me bleed until I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. I'm tripping over myself.
So, can we speed this up?
Begging you to come help. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. And need a little
The tempo was a little slow for me, to be honest. No, it's good though.
gotta get you out of my head. Need a little thread,
It is. It's still very amateurish, but that's. I mean, who cares?
Gotta get you out of my head, get you out of my head. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. I'm tripping over myself, aching, begging you.
She's not bad.
And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Now that I'm without your kisses.
It just sounds slow. I was gonna say something about her singing in the beginning, but honestly, I think she got into the mood.
This next song that we're gonna play.
She got a little more comfortable. So, oh, it was good though.
By Maroon 5, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Whose feet is implanted solid. Yeah, everyone's a little stiff. Oh, look at the little J solo.
I'm hurting, babe. I'm broken down. I need your love.
Yeah, some Maroon 5. I mean, hey, if you're gonna do pop, do some good fucking pop. Hell yeah.
I'm something weak. You got me begging, begging. I'm on my knees. I don't wanna be needing your love. I just want to live in your love. It's killing me when you're away. Oh, baby, 'cause I really don't care where you are. I just wanna be there where you are. And I gotta get one little taste. Your sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me?
Good.
Right here, 'cause I need little love and little sympathy.
I mean, she's hitting those high notes.
Show me good
It's good.
loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Your sugar, yes please.
I mean, you're right about the feet thing.
Won't you
That's for sure.
put it down on me? My broken pieces.
The music is flowing through you, boss.
Hanging, hanging, come give me some. When I'm without you, so insecure. You are the one thing I'm living for. I don't wanna be deep in
Whose
your
channel is
love.
this on?
Just wanna be deep in your love. It's killing me when
Whose
you're
Oz mics is that?
away.
Like the
Ooh, baby, 'cause I really don't care where
the
you
university?
just wanna be there
Yeah.
where you are, and I gotta get one little taste. Your sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me?
No comments, dude. I'm a good like. Oh yeah.
'Cause I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright.
Is this the only performance you have recorded? I'd love to see more. We were late to sound check and had to borrow my mate's bass since I couldn't tune mine for shit. The guy weren't talking at that. Yeah, that's awkward. Fuck. My old music teacher's channel. Okay, that's cool. Did I say first? I was just asking, like, is this the only recording that's up?
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
I don't think I know this song. Do I?
And I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. And since I've come on home,
I was about to say, is this Footloose?
mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
I don't know the song.
Valerie. Valerie.
Let me get another one up. Oh, yeah. Leaked. Leaked.
Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer?
Is Dave streaming right now?
I hope you didn't catch the tan. I hope you found the right man who'll fix it for ya.
Dave. Dude, Dave's streaming Minecraft.
They're hard drive.
Oh, let's leech off Dave. Bro, look at who the fuck is Dave.
I mean, I guess it's fine for me because I mean I have 2 hard drives, but one I was using for like video editing shit, and then I stopped editing videos. I need torch.
Okay. Bunch of fucking wood.
I don't
I'm
know.
not
Man.
gonna say.
I think, like, in my opinion, I think ARC content is gonna be really sick.
True.
At least for like the RP elements and shit.
Arc
I'll download it.
Arc server announced for streamers.
No way.
I wonder if
There's
anyone
no
big is
way
gonna
to
join.
play ARC.
I actually don't know.
An
It's not a
external
meme, I
hard
don't know.
drive, though, 'cause I have Call of Duty on my external hard drive.
That's cool. I'm glad there's one. Some. Doing a little some. Fuck, I keep leaking. Our DMs aren't safe, boss. No, that was Dave. Oh, he's talking. He's talking. Look at him. Look at our boy, boss. That's fucking Max. Holy there he is. Look at him. I DM'd the jazz piece me and my mates did back from 2018. I don't think I've watched it fully. We could watch it fully. It's 4 minutes. Okay, funky. Got the long hair, dude. Hell yeah. Boss, it's so weird that you said, like, back from 2018. Like, I fucking knew you in 2018. Isn't that weird? Like, we've known each other for... When the fuck did you join the server? Like, it's been a bit, buddy. You're wearing your work shirt? Who cares? It's a style, man. The Brits, they got style, fam. It's fine. Y'all have solos in this thing? I wish the quality was better though for fucking 2018. Oh, little kid. That was your most recent one? Damn. I mean, when do you think you're gonna do something like this again with Corona and shit going on? Like, I mean, you might not even want to, but Like fuck, you might not even be able to at this point. You should do this shit on stream, dude. Just point a camera at yourself and jam out. I think people would appreciate that. It's more interesting than games, in my opinion. It takes actual talent. We have the drum solo. Oh, I think you told me. I think you told us this story about your singer not showing up. I think that's the last time we talked. You talked about this. I mean, hey, you fucking made the most out of it. Good for you guys. Fuck the singer. Show off your own talents. You should have sang. Fucking take the microphone, dude. That was your moment. Be like, nah, it's me. I'm the guy. Fuck everybody, it's me. We're doing it live. Ah, okay. Awesome. No, please, I don't want a DMC. I wonder if any of this is gonna get DMC'd. A leak again. Who's pinging, dude? What? Popping mark. Hey, who makes TikToks? No, it's Dom. How dare you? How dare you? Now all the... You guys better fucking show up now. Better fucking show up. Alright. Intermission over. Thank you for the React content, boss. Appreciate it, man. It was very good, though. Everyone at Dom, haha. Haha, loser. I have streamer mode enabled, Brian. I don't get a ping, but I see it. I don't hear it, but I see it. Loser. This did hashtag Dom. What the f... Yeah, I kind of want to leak this. I'm a fucking leak. Look what they're doing. Look at them. Look at them. This guy can't even... This guy isn't even allowed to ping me. Look at Brian, dude. Everyone docks, but no, I'm joking. No, don't dox anybody. Dom getting clapped. My cheeks. They're getting clapped. Oh god, I feel like they're gonna put up some bad shit there. My cheeks, they're getting clapped. He wrote a wall. Oh, and now, okay, boss, join in the fun. Hell yeah, dude. Shit. That was a blast from the past. Yeah, man. The ice had already gotten me drunk off my nut by then. Bring back Condom? DomCon would have been a thing and then Corona happened. We almost did a VonnieCon. And then I didn't want to see anybody for months. Oh, now Brian's posting Mario hentai. See, look how good it is. They didn't leak it. Look at this Mario hentai, dude. Alright, back to this fucking... Oh, look at these losers. Oh, where's... Oh, it's loud. Alright, back to this. So we got this. I just want to do a quick round. Just want to do a quick round of this. Before I go for today. I think this was a good setup. A little loud in my ears. I think this is a good setup. And it makes sense. We can always add, just because there's only space for 3 on the actual thing, we can add 4, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, we set everything up. We put down our civilians and our targets. We put down the wanted list. We identified who is available on the wanted list. Now we're rolling, it's 11. So let's go clockwise with blue first. Blue rolls a 5, and obviously he wants to go... I'm going to count this as 5. I'm going to count all of these as 5. Just because... I feel like that's not fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these two are also 5s. He's gonna do. He's basically gonna go 1 before, so it's gonna be. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is the planet. So if you roll a 6, you do the encounter. So he did 1 right before. He's right there. Okay, now red. Red rolled a 6, and red is like, well, fuck you, blue. You're not fast enough. Bang. Okay. And now we encounter, and we know there's a dude. He's not hidden, he's revealed. And then you do a scenario. I don't know, you do a scenario card. Oh, look, it's a Joker. And let's say the scenario is 1 to 3 you catch him, 4 to 6 you kill him. So 3. So you catch him. Okay, so you catch him. So you catch him, and I'm gonna say, I'm thinking of putting like a jail. Like you're gonna have your card, character card, and I'm thinking of having a space for a jail. Where, because they have transparent backs, I would put it on there and then put a jail cell like card on that. Just a nice little visual thing. So it's like you captured them. So now red has to go back. Red captured him. Red has him, and you don't get the wanted poster until you hand them in. So I should write those down. Character sheet has space for jail cell. See, that was easy. That was an easy encounter. Just 1, 2, 3. You know, that's why those percentages matter. You know, if you got a 50-50 chance of capturing something. You know, maybe that should be lower, maybe it should be higher. It also depends on what scenario cards you're gonna get. So he has him here, and then you don't get accept wanted poster only once target is handed in. Now I think you should be able to... I was thinking if you kill someone, you should still be able to drag them into the place. Hand it in to the system. Because I think you should get some money if you kill them. I feel like you could maybe leave them out, but then you would have to throw out the wanted poster. Okay, so he's captured by red. It is signify that. Oh, thanks, bud. Sorry I didn't see. Peace out. Good night. Good night, dude. Sorry I didn't see that. Alright, so we got red. We got all the colors, I think. Dude, boss was so nice. I'm so glad boss was here. Honestly, like, streams are so fucking boring when people aren't talking in chat. Especially streams like this. Like, I love hearing your guys' like ideas and opinions. Alright. So these are gonna be like all the character. You don't see that. This is gonna be for me. We got little men. Dudes. Honestly, little dudes. Nah, I'm just gonna have little dudes here. This is red. Red dude has this card. And then he has to give him back next turn. Okay. So now we go with green. Green also rolled a 6, and now green will go capture this person. Let's say scenario. Let's say 1. If you roll a 1, they evade. If you roll a 6, no. 1 to 2 capture. 3 to 4 kill. 5 evade. 6 escape. And evade means they're still in play. They're just in a different location. Next turn. Escape means they're out of play completely. They leave the system. You can't catch them anymore. Let's roll better than that. 4. That was kill. No? Yes, 3-4 was kill, so you killed him. Okay, so he killed him. I didn't specifically say if it's dead or alive. I think usually it's dead or alive, so gonna do that. Green. I'm just for my own keep track of that. And now there's no bounties left. So 4, I'll just go this way with yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'm rolling the dice here. I should really be rolling the dice for you guys. Okay. So these guys are running. These guys have shit. So now what do? There are 2 people missing from the locations. Those are the only bounties. So we got this and this. These 2 have now been killed and captured. Or killed and captured. And then these are still somewhere in this deck. So I think once something has happened, if something has happened during a turn, we wipe. So if you didn't get to your if you didn't get to your target on time, if a bounty is encountered by any player, a target. If a target is encountered by any player during the turn, all people reset in all locations. As if they heard something has happened. So like, they hear through the grapevine, this dude got captured. Oh fuck, this dude got killed. Oh fuck, I need to get the fuck out of here right now. If no one got encountered, no reset. You could encounter civilians. Ooh. The bounties don't know you're after them. Do you have to encounter a bounty? No, I don't think so. It's to your benefit, of course. But I don't think so. Target is a what was it called? A target scenario card is used. And then players do not have to encounter targets if they choose not to. I think that's important. Yo, what's up, Brian? Yo, Brian, you like my paper prototype here, bud? And then I'm just I'm writing notes here. Right. So if players do not have to encounter targets if they choose not to. So you can go into a location even if it has a bad guy you're going after. This music is a little loud. But you could probably steal from a civilian or bribe a civilian or something. They don't have to know you're after them. So it makes sense that they wouldn't escape. So if you never do an encounter with a bounty, then everyone stays in their place. Everything's calm, everything's chill. Until one dude fucking attacks. And then everyone here is like, oh shit, shit's happening. Okay, so we're gonna reset now. So this is the deck. Right, this is the deck, this is the wanted posters. Make a secret loophole for you? I mean, I'll make you one of the fucking bounties, Brian. I'll ask Copper specifically to draw you as a criminal. I'll give you a flat top and everything. How would you like that? Alright, so here are the current captured, killed bounties. And then these are the ones that aren't on the board. As you can see here, green and red. Their respective. Red did stuff here, green did stuff here, blue is right before this planet, and then yellow is on the 4th space. And now these are the civilians, so we're going to take all of these, shuffle them back in. No, Brian. So this is a bounty hunter board game. What's a good place to show it? So ignore this left board. What you see right now is this right board. Okay. So there's 4 separate planets, and they're all connected to like a center space. What the fuck's it called? Space station, as if. Which is like the jail and also the item shop. So currently 2 dudes have captured or killed a bounty, and they have to head back to get their bounty money at the space station. Is it like poker? No, because you're going against the game. The cards that show up on each of these sides are not determined by you. It kind of that's an interesting comparison, poker. Not a terrible comparison. Alright, you're following. So then you can't see it visually here yet just because it's a prototype, but each of these locations, each of these planets will look like this. So let's say planet 1 has a bar location, planet 2 has a forest, and each of these target cards will have transparent backgrounds. So you can move him around and like position him anywhere. It's just a visual thing, it won't have any impact on the gameplay, but I like having, like, if we have 4 separate targets or civilians or whatever within a location, it's kind of like you're scoping out the place and you're like, there's my guy. But I'm saying right now, you don't have to attack him and catch him if you don't want to, because if you do that, then every person on every planet is going to scatter and there's going to be new people. So honestly, one player could fuck over all other players. Like if Avani's going after a dude and he's not successful, he's like 1 space off to get to the planet, and you encounter a guy, you're going to fuck him over because the guy he's hunting down is going to move to another planet, or possibly, or maybe not even show up, so. Okay. Fuck, I was pointing at the board, but yeah. It's kind of like Find the Spy. So right now we're, so 2 of them got captured, right? So now we're resetting. All the people are moving around. I'm trying to think what game to compare this to. It's kind of like Sorry? No. What did you say? Find the Spy. It's kind of like Find the Spy. So see, right now I'm going to put down three cards on each place, right? So these are the bounties currently captured. So these wanted posters, their bounties are about to be accepted. And then these 2 haven't showed up yet. So they might show up right now. And if these 2 wanted posters are taken off when red and green get to here, there's going to be 2 new wanted posters put up. So there's always 4 people you're looking for. But that doesn't mean everyone else is innocent. It's just that when you encounter them, they won't be criminals at the time. So they will be civilians at the time. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna put down 3, and then I have an idea where, like, the 4th one is a hidden person. And because we were talking about trackers and, like, intel, so one of the scenarios that you get, basically if you encounter a person, you get a scenario card. If it's a civilian, you get to choose what you do. If it's a target, then it's a randomly, like, you roll your dice. Because no matter how much you're prepared, life happens. So if you encounter someone and they pull out a gun and try to shoot you, you might just kill them. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't have a choice over that. So there might be a hidden card. So if you talk to a civilian, maybe you can get intel on, like, who's there, and then that would reveal, like, the last person. That's just an extra idea to add some kind of extra element to the game. Let's just reveal. That's a civilian. That's a target. We already got our King of Diamonds. Already got our King of Diamonds here. So that's right there. He's on the wanted poster. Civilian, civilian, civilian. Okay, that's a... Yellow's going to a useless planet right now, but that's fine. He can maybe gather intel, maybe steal some money, maybe bribe some people for something. So we don't want to waste people's time in this game. I want something to be happening at all times. It's good you can't compare a unique game. I mean, yeah, again, maybe you can come up with something. I just, like, off the top of my head, can't come up with any. Alright, we got another criminal, but he's not currently on the wanted post. And we got a Queen of Spades. Ah! Alright, so we got... Alright. Perfect. So looky here. Just by chance. I don't remember if I wrote this in my note. Might have. There's 12 wanted posters. So there's 12 criminals in here. But There's also 12 civilians, so there's 24 cards in here. But already, we got all 4 criminals on the wanted poster within 2 turns. I think that's a good probability. I think that's a very good probability. Because you want someone that's on the wanted posters at all times, I think. Just to have, like, you know what would be cool? Game idea. It's like a gang drappa. Gang drappa. What's a gang drappa? The judge game. Ryan, come on, man. I mean, I'd love to hear it. A judge game. What is a gang drappa? You made me think of a Rappa the Rappa. What's his name? Rappa the Rappa. Parappa the Rappa. So that's what you reminded me of. I don't remember if I wrote down the probabilities. Test 1 has 12 wanted cards. 12 targets plus 12 civilians. No items. And then 0 real. Made up odds on the spot. 4 players. 4 players with 1 six-sided die each. 5 spaces between point between each point, meaning that 6 is planet. And what else? What else did I include? Oh yeah, 3 people per location. It's all important data. So when you're doing a test, you always want to have specific data you used, right, for each thing. Because if you ever were to change anything, you don't want to forget, like, maybe you put 4 people per location, but you forget to write that you actually had 3 in the first test. Then later when you're checking percentages and checking the statistics of, like, chance of how many times you would get this, your stats are going to be off because you don't have the proper data to back it up. But I think you know this, Brian, because don't you have a job in data right now, brother? I was going to say there's evidence and players need to figure out who did it. Like a reskinned mystery, I guess. That reminds me of Clue. It's the first mystery game that with data. Made me think of Clue. I mean, you could definitely remake, like, there's probably a bunch of mystery games and spy games, and you're basically saying Among Us for board games. Okay. Like a reskinned Clue, I guess. You should make this into a YouTube vid. I mean, I could definitely cut it down. I don't have an issue with that. The VODs will be available just like always on my YouTube playlist in the description below. I could always make the VODs just public. An issue. But yeah, I mean, I could cut it down. I might cut it down as like a final, just one big video of me making this game from start to finish. I could do that. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know how many episode streams this would have to complete, but for now this is phase 2. This is a paper prototype. We might start talking art and specifics about cards next time because there's a lot of balancing to do with a lot of shit because there's also money involved in some way. Bounties give you money, you spend money on items. You can bribe, you can steal, so I need to decide on like the monetary value of things. Also, like, you know, scenario cards, very, very creative, very interesting. Like, you need to make some funny stuff up. Items, you need to make some funny stuff up. I need Copper to do some great character design. So there's a lot to do before this game's done. But right now we're just trying to figure out the mechanics of the game. The main mechanics. Okay, where was I at? All the targets are now showing up. Old targets got captured. New targets have appeared. We have Queen of Cloves. I always forget what that's called. Right here. So red can't do anything because red currently has someone captured in their thing. That's a good point. I need to write that down. Unable to encounter target. Unable to encounter new target if I just realized the screen was still on. Unable to encounter new target if unable to encounter new target if you already have a bounty in already have a target in possession. So red, which I'm calling Avani, is unable to do anything with this new target. They have to return. Or they could possibly dump the target that they have currently and then do a new one, but then you're wasting the bounty. Which is a possible tactic if you don't want other people to get money. Yeah, clue. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. A tutorial wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, of course. But I can't make a tutorial if I haven't planned things out. Yeah, I mean, of course, a tutorial, a rule page, a rule book. It's like my other game. We look at it. If we looky here, in my old game, the one I actually published, or not published, I mean the one that's available online. Right, like we have the game, we got all the pieces, blah blah blah. We have it available online for free to download on Tabletop Simulator. Also VOD of me and the boys playing it on my channel. And then here's the bigger rulebook, which is like an official rulebook I made for the project. Here's a rule panel that I made and printed out and put in because the box is this shape, so I put it in the box. And I don't think I have the rules. I have it on the Steam page. Actually, if we click on the link that I have provided, right here, available now, then actually here we have the Tabletop Simulator rules. So probably something like this, right? Where we have the board present, and we have setup, we have how to play, we have a little lore intro and some details, and then the other side would have specific mechanics, interacting with friends, moving around the garden, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh. Well, I should have seen that message, shouldn't I? How to make a board game for tabletop? I mean, that's basically what this is. I mean, I could definitely call it, you know. I could call it Let's Make a Board Game. And it doesn't just have to be this board game, it could be other ones I'm working on. But this one is definitely from the ground up. We're working on something, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to stream it. You know? So I'm glad I'm doing this. It's given me giving me motivation to work on something. And like I said before, working with Copper is gonna be fantastic. Oh, wait, I should close the window. It's getting a little close. God damn, it's also 12 soon. How long have I been streaming? Yes, 3 hours. Honestly, feels like fucking more than that. Alright. Oh, we got sea shanty? Sea shanty? Or no? Donkey Kong music, bruh. Oh, for sure. You definitely, you learn a lot by actually doing it instead of just learning about it, you know. That's why I was really mad at university for not having more hands-on stuff, which I know, like, that's the stereotype that, like, college is the hands-on one, university is the theory one. But, like, fuck, man, I'm paying for this, and, like, it's game design. Like, how the fuck are you trying to teach me game design without us making games? It was so disappointing. Luckily, I had joint classes with a college, so that's where we actually fucking did stuff. Although, one of the best classes I had was in university for game design, because it was a ground up actually making a game with a team. So, I really appreciated that class. Everything else was fucking garbage. God, I leaked Discord again. Alright, where were we at? So we got this target, and now King of Diamonds is also on the board. Poggers. Poggers. So green and red are trying to get their bounties, while blue is going this way, but you could also go back, I think. There's no, I'm gonna write that down. At start of their turn, players decide direction they are headed. Always important to write whatever idea or like rule comes into mind, because sometimes it doesn't feel like a rule. It just feels like obviously they would be able to turn back, but then dude, some people just don't fucking, you have to spell it out. Like, no, you can turn back, and I don't want to say it to people because I don't expect people to play this in front of me. I expect them to play it with their friends, like, whenever. So this information should be ready. Ready and available. Okay. I've been talking a fuck ton, dude. Holy shit. So, the turn... What was the turn? I think yellow was last. Blue was first. Roll the dice here. So we're going blue first. Blue rolled a 1. Well, that's fine because blue is now headed towards a planet with a target. So, random scenario. Again, I think it's logical to want to attack the target. Scenario card. I don't know. Let's say you roll... Let's say if you roll a 1... Let's say blue's really pissed off. Scenario is if you roll a 1 to 4, you kill him. If you roll a 5, he escapes. If you roll a 6, you catch him. You have a 1 out of 6 chance to actually catch him, which is a shit scenario, unless he's like, it could be dead or alive, or dead only, right? If it's only alive, you're fucked. You won't get the full bounty. If it's only dead, or dead or alive, then that's fine. So, 3, so you kill him. So, killed. Now blue has this card. And at the end of the turn, everyone's going to scatter because something happened. Now both of these players are trying to get back. Now it's red's turn. These are actually 6 spaces because it's not properly spaced out here. 5, so he's right before the space station. Green, 5. He's also right before the space station. I mean, they're not really racing towards the space station because they're going to get the bounties they have in their possession anyway. And then yellow does a 6. So what happens when you roll a 6, but you're in the middle of a path? Let's say this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6. He's going this way now. Is there a point to that, though? Because this person's going to escape in the turn. Maybe. Yes. So this person is escaping, though. Now we have these. These 4 taken into custody or dead. Then he's still... Okay. So all these people are running away again. What have the boys been doing today, Brian? King, queen, jack. Target. Target on wanted match. See their location. Billions. Number cards. Billions. Not much really. There's this awesome trend going around on TikTok. Which one? That's bizarre. Was that like before Christmas? I saw Johnny Sins TikTok. Just came to mind. I don't watch TikToks. So bizarre. Okay. Alright, so let's shuffle these. Back. Fuck. Big bank. Is it people showing off their money? Or is it people stealing from banks? Oh, girls just shaking their asses. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Bang. Ooh, we got a lot of criminals. We're looking for the king of diamonds. Let's see him though. Oh, there he is. He showed up at the last second. Yeah, king of diamonds right there. So who's closest? I mean, again, see, this is the thing. It would have actually been smart for yellow to reach the planet instead because he can go from the planet to there. While going back to the spaceship and like that isn't enough for 6. So he would be smarter to go to here. Ooh, do you have to go your full roll? I don't think so. Because you should be able to stop at the space station. Do not utilize your full roll as you are able to stop at the space station. System center. System center. Nice. Okay. So where was he? He was in the middle. So yeah, it would have been smarter for him to go to the planet because he could roll a 6 from here and get to this planet. Roll 6 from here and get to this. Again, what's the, you know math, Brian, what's the theorem? Is it Pythagoras? That does the, hypotenuse, yes. So if A, I don't know math, if A is 5, and B is 5, then the hypotenuse is longer. We're looking at this triangle right here. We do this one. See this? Nope. This. Right? Here we have a triangle. And we're saying the distance from here to here is 5, the distance from here to here is 5. So then how long would this be? Right? So if this is 5, then this is 7.07. So this would be 7 spaces instead of 5. But I don't think I like that. Because I would want you to roll 1 dice and be able to get from planet to planet. I think landing on a 6 should feel good. Because you're able to do a lot with a 6. And we could have multipliers for, we could have dice roll multipliers. For sure. Effect dice roll increase decreases multiplier. I think dice stuff is always good to add. Allows a lot of flexibility, especially for movement on a board. So he wasn't there, he was there. So we haven't rolled for anybody yet. We have new people. Now we're rolling. Blue got a 1. Yikes, okay. Red and green just need 1s, so they're good. Red's here. Red, as you can see here, he killed the Joker? Yes, he killed the Joker. No. Yes. No, I think he's the only one that captured. I don't remember. I wonder if there's a way to represent that. Just so we don't forget. There might be a token. You might need tokens. Death. Token. Remembering if a target capture or I think that's very important to we might do jail cell or blood, but then I could do that. Jail cell. I don't know. Yeah. So he got to here. So now he gets the wanted poster for the Jack of Spades. So that's like officially his. And then this target is now discarded. Now we roll for the green. Yes, the green. He rolls a 5, but he just wants to put his bounty back as well. His Queen of Diamonds is discarded, and then he gets diamonds. Wanted poster. And then we do yellow. In the middle of shit. And I think yellow There's no point of yellow going back again and getting stuck again in the middle, so yellow's gonna land on the planet. And just wish his luck was better. Okay. And now that that's done, did we... He rolled a 1, these guys got back, so then we're not adding any new... Oh, but he got here and he encountered civilians. He probably did a scenario, but none of it was a target scenario, so he didn't spook anybody. He's just trying to find out information or get money. So all the cards are still in play. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this idea. Because it doesn't make you reset everything all the time. It gives you a chance to get what's available while it's available. And now here's the kicker, you're not resetting, but there's 2 empty spaces on the wanted poster. Meaning any of these criminals here, you have 5 criminals on the board, could be up next. We got 2 Black Kings. Oh, we love our Black Kings on this stream. Sadly, no Black Kings are on the board, though. We have a Red King, and we have a Black Queen. We also love our Black Queens, don't we, boys? Yeah. I sure would love myself a Black Queen. Clip it. don't clip it. F. Indeed F, but now blue is the only one that actually needs to hand in someone, right? So then these guys are all 6 away. Yellow is also 6 away. If any of these guys roll a 6, they can encounter that king and reset everything. Huh, okay. Now here's an issue. What if... okay. Let's say this guy isn't on the board. Let's say there's a civilian. What do? There's no bounty to take. I think it should reset. I think once everyone's turn is over and they encounter and they do whatever, it's like a preparation turn. I think once that happens, it should reset because we don't want nothing to hunt down. That's boring, right? And that's why we're checking these percentages, because I always want someone to be on the board to be a target. Right, that makes it interesting. So, if no targets are any location as civilians, then all. Now there could be a thing where you only reset one planet. I wonder if that would be an item or if that would be a scenario. That would be a civilian scenario, because if it was a target scenario, then it would be reset anyway. Civilian scenario. Reset the planet. Only beneficial if no target encounter. Ah, yes. That would be a very specific scenario that would only really benefit you if no one encountered a bounty, and if there was a bounty on the board. Because only then would there not be a reset. Yo, Copper! Finally! I'm streaming for 3 hours. I'm talking for 3 hours. Look what we got. We got a little paper prototype. Oh, I'm sorry. Do not apologize. This we're gonna, what's the word? I don't know why I'm thinking reservations. We're gonna plan a day. Alright? This wasn't like a day where I had to talk with you. This is a paper prototype day. I'm physically testing how everything would work. I'm looking at percentages, at the statistics, how things would happen, and any bugs that might come up at this time. Yeah. But it's looking good. I'm liking it. I don't have any major issues with it yet. I still haven't done anything with the actual economy. I still haven't decided how money works, because items and all that is like a whole different stream. But we could definitely do a planning stream for the art soon. Just planning, not like actually starting anything, but just like getting those ideas out there. You're definitely watching the VOD again, like the yeah, you don't have to watch the VOD, but it's a long VOD. But yeah, we got some solid ideas from Boss and other. There was no one else in chat. It was just Boss, and Brian came. Thank you, Brian. One of the ideas that would pertain to art was changing the color and shape of planets is a good visual differentiating feature. Right, so we got the planets, as you can see, are kind of yeah, they were kind of scuffed here, but like this would be the rectangle for the targets, and then this was the shape of the planet. But of course this would be larger, just like the previous images we had here. Right here, right? So this could be bigger, it could be smaller. I wonder if that would actually impact how many spaces there are between planets. And that might be interesting. I actually don't mind that. And I'm liking five spaces between planets right now, just because rolling a 6 feels good. It's like you're going from one place to another, and if you don't roll a 6, it's like, ah, shit. Like your ship is shit. You didn't get there fast enough. I think that's the only art thing that came up. I'm also kind of, you look here, I'm really unsure. Oh no, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I want to go with like the One Piece, like piratey wanted posters, or something more futuristic. Because I like the old-timey, unless we can find a middle ground. Which we probably will. I mean, it's for sure going to happen, but it does need to be card-shaped, so just because it's a rectangle, it feels natural. I don't think it should be a weird shape. I feel like that is unnecessary. The poster is a hologram. I was thinking about that, where it's actually blue. I was thinking about that. That's, trust me, that was in my mind. Just like connecting these two images right here was definitely an idea. I do like that. But then I do want the picture to be fairly clear. So like maybe the fonts and the image could be, you know, saturated and whatever and opaque. But then everything here is like kind of see-through and like fuzzy. I like that. That'd be a good idea. Another... Yeah, fuzzy. There was another thing. Dynamic wanted posters. So this is an idea. At first, the idea of a wanted poster or bounty poster always had like the dude where he's like in his inmate shit and it's like a facing forward and he has his like nameplate, right? And some of them could be that. It could be like an escaped inmate. But the posters, I really want them to feel like the world is living. And I like the idea of having a poster where it's just a silhouette. It's a very like, you would, as soon as you see the guy, like the actual target in the location, you'll know it's him just because the silhouette is so distinct. But it being just like a very like shadowed out figure and like red eyes or something, like, you know, but you would still know it's him once you see him. But just the posters really ominous, or like there's another one where like a dude's like looking over his shoulder, just like a really dynamic image of like they were captured like in the wild, like they saw them in the wild, and it's like, oh, it's that guy, you know. Very, again, very One Piece. Some of them could be very funny. I'm really liking that idea. But I like the silhouette one, because the silhouette one could be like a high bounty, like we don't know who this guy is, like. But then I don't know. It's making me wonder if players wouldn't recognize him or them. If players wouldn't recognize them, do we need names? I was just wondering with like the target, when they're at the location. Like if we look here, I did put the nameplate. I don't think the level is important, but I think a nameplate above their heads, as if it's kind of like a video game, wouldn't be bad. I gotta do it. It's like a health bar, as if, you know. Yeah. That's about it, I think. The other thing I was thinking were... Oh, yeah. So right now we currently have... My voice is fucking going. I really need to end this stream soon. Currently we have 3 targets, or... So these are criminals, the face cards, where their bounties are here, and only some of them align. Currently, we had one guy here. It was just an example. We had the King of Diamonds currently at this planet, and he's, you know, right there as on the wanted poster board. Everyone else, even though these guys are criminals, their bounties aren't currently up. So if you encounter them, it won't be like a kill or capture. It'll be as if you're encountering a civilian. So I have 12 bounty posters and 12 targets plus 12 civilians. So we have 24 people. So it's like mixed in between, because we don't want just... I was thinking we don't want just targets, because if you slowly keep going in the game, if the people on the actual locations will be dwindling, it's like the game is dead. Like, you're killing everyone in this game. It's like, no, we want living, we want this world to be living. So I like this idea of them being mixed in with civilians. And actually, the scenario cards wouldn't just be... There'd be 2 different scenario cards. Civilian scenarios where you actually choose... It's like you're role-playing. You choose what you do, right? But then I was saying with the encounter cards, you don't choose what you do, because life is unexpected. Because even though you're prepared, you might have your items and everything, you don't know if they're going to shoot at you, you don't know if you're going to kill them. It's like in the moment. I was comparing it to like, you're role-playing a character, but then it's as if the character's taking over and being like, no, motherfucker, I'm not going to like do this, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm living right now, I'm in this scenario where I'm about to get killed, and you really want me to like try to capture this guy? Like, fuck you, right? So I like this in between role play and like not having control, you know, like that. Drink water, yeah, I need to fucking drink. Sorry, I'm so excited. Drink water. Yeah, I know you could watch the VOD, but like, I just want to tell you everything right now. That's about it. So I think the point of what I was saying there is, okay. Another idea Jay had, which I had as well, was intel. How do you do intel if you can see where everyone is? We were thinking if there's 3 here and I wanted 4 people, we could do a hidden card on each planet. And if you encounter a civilian, one of the things you can do is gather intel on a planet. And gathering intel would then reveal the hidden character. Sorry. Would reveal the last character. I think getting to that planet would also reveal who's there. So if everyone else is civilians, but there's a hidden bounty, it's like an exciting thing. I think that's a good idea. And then I was just thinking of the back side of the card. Like, because this side is transparent background, because we want the dudes sitting or standing or leaning on stuff, this side could be like a spaceship, because I was thinking of it might be boring. Let's say someone keeps rolling a 1, right? They roll a 1 and they just keep going down this path of 5 and they're like, fuck me, I'm not getting anywhere. Maybe there should be like a random encounter in the middle, like halfway through the path, where it's like it could be a civilian or a bounty, you don't know because it's hidden, but then it's like it's as if it's in space. It's like there's a spaceship. But I also don't want each character have a unique spaceship, because then if you play the game enough, you would know what spaceship correlates with what person, and I feel like that, I don't like that. I don't like you knowing that. So there could be like maybe 4 unique spaceships between all these different cards. I don't know. Again, just an idea. Who's deleting fucking... Okay. We got some bots? What's going on? I missed some bot action, dude? I was being a mod? No, good. I just missed 2 random bots in the fucking... actually saying shit in the chat. For a second I'm like, did you ban Brian? What just happened? Oh man, yeah, that's... Like the music's picking up too. Like it's like really hyping me up. I feel like that's enough of a test. I don't think. I don't even remember. This guy's heading. This guy got his bounty. I don't fucking remember where anyone's at anywhere. I'm done with this test. Oh fuck. I think the next step is figuring out money or scenarios. I think scenarios is a creative thing we could do with the stream and just with even the Discord, like people giving ideas. We just need to give the limitations. And then the money is very like, how much is it worth? I was thinking 1 coin is like 1k, just because if a dude's worth 2,000, if a dude's worth 2, the number 2, it's like I don't want to fucking go after this guy, but if he's worth 2,000, you know? And it's like, what's the lowest common denominator? If he gives me a reason, I mean, he's a mod too, so... Just saying. Hey Brian, be jealous of Copper's sub badge, dude. Look at that golden brain. Copper has a big golden brain, bro. Big brain. 5 head. 5 head PogChamp. Oh wait, PogChamp's banned. No. Look at my green brain. Shiny, shiny green brain. I was thinking what's the lowest common denominator, and I think it's easiest to think of like what would be the lowest price of an item. And I think an item, and again, we're not thinking real money here. I mean, of course it's made up money, but like let's say a shitty pistol makes sense. It's 1,000 coin or whatever. But then that would also mean the lowest you could steal or bribe someone for would be 1,000. So I mean, I don't know. Just something to think about. And then the highest, I don't know. I have it written down. Where is it? Total money, because even though this is a virtual game where you can duplicate the pieces as many times as you want, you can have an infinite bag of money. I do like to think of this as, if I were to make this physically, what are the limitations, right? So it is important to remember what the piece count is of the money. The piece count would probably be all bounties, plus all scenarios with bribes, plus the initial characters' pocket change. I think that's enough of a pool for the banker to work with. Fuck, my voice is going. I need to fucking... Yeah, I need to stop stream soon. Yeah, Copper. I don't think I have a, like last time I specifically tried to sum everything up in a minute so that I could clip it and send it to you. This time, that's not happening. That's not happening. So, if you want to watch the VOD, you can. I mean, again, we'll go through this because you have to know what the game is like. Either way, so we'll go through this anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking like yen. I was just thinking bounties. Like if a dude's worth 20k, then that still means he's worth 20 of these, which feels like a lot to like have in your hand, which is nice. I like the game is about making money and being famous. But at the same time, if you're packaging this, like how much fucking like do you need 500 of these? Like how many do you need? No. Like a dude's bounty being $200, like I don't know if I want to go after that dude. Like it doesn't feel like enough. Even though it's only 1 coin or 2 coins. Yeah. Big numbers. Big numbers make my brain go brrr. Big number. Ah man. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do more tests just by myself. I need to go to sleep soon. I've changed my sleep schedule. I go to sleep at 2 instead of 4 now. Yay! I'm still waking up at 11 though, so it doesn't change anything really. I'm actually wasting more time now. Yeah, my brain's getting all fuzzy. You got beta testers planned? I mean, the Discord. Anyone who has Tabletop Simulator that we know? We'll definitely... I'll definitely make... I was thinking of this stream being me making something in Tabletop Simulator, but I realized I need to make it physically to really understand it first. I will make... There probably will be a stream. Okay, I'm just thinking what next stream should be. I feel like next stream could just be us brainstorming, and then the stream after that is me making, because I feel like I need to talk directly with someone to really get some of the more obvious kinks out or add something. Nah, but that's yeah, next stream I think we'll talk, and then the stream after that I'll stream making it in Tabletop Simulator. I'll probably upload the demo or the beta, and then we'll have beta testers. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Alright, guys. Oh, 3 hours 30. Poggers. Take care of yourselves. I hope you're chilling. Is Dave still streaming? Nope, leaked. David. Nope, he's not. Dave, no. I wanted you to be streaming. I was yoinking your fucking content for a second. Alright then. I mean, I don't follow any other fucking streamer. I have no one to raid with my 2 viewers. Anyway, alright. Peace out. See you. I guess me and Copper need to decide on a day. I don't know when. I don't know when. Sunday? I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Okay, that is Friday. Or now it's... Oh yeah, now it's Friday. I don't know, when you want to do shit. Alright. Next time. I don't know when that is. Peace.